My TikTok feed is overflowing with these insanely satisfying food videos. The ones where everything looks way too glossy, too crunchy, and too perfect to be real. So today, I am putting 10 of them to the test to see if they turn out dreamy and delicious or a complete hot mess. So let's get started. Whoa, jelly flour. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's like Botoxing Jello. They're doing a lot of injections there. Little scrapies, whoa, whoa. This is super satisfying to watch. It is gorgeous. Let's try to do this. All right, so over here I've got some room temperature water, sugar, and a little bit of coconut extract. I'm gonna combine these all together. All right, and now we've got our little sheets of gelatin, and I'm just gonna cut them into 1-inch strips. I've got a low heat on, double boiler situation, and using a spatula, I'm just gonna keep mixing until this is all dissolved. Usually takes about 5 minutes, not very long at all. Before we pop this in the fridge to chill, we want it to be completely clear on the top, so we're gonna scoop off these bigger bubbles. Now it's ready to chill. We're gonna pop this in the fridge for about 2 hours. Our jelly has chilled, and now it's time to make a flour. We have everything that we need. We've got our base, we've got our tools, and we have got our colored jelly over here. We're gonna place it in. Here we go, a little bit of an angle, and then press. Press down, give it a little wiggle, and out. And then gently scrape it off. That's what they do. This is looking good. Now I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna make some more in the middle, and then medium pink, and then light, and even some green leaves. I'm having a good feeling about this design so far. It is just gorgeous. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of solid color on the bottom. Ever so carefully, I'm just gonna pop this in the fridge for another 2 hours to chill, and then we'll see what we got. Ooh, just took the jelly flour cake out of the fridge. So in front of me, I have a bowl of warm water, and then give it a little jiggle. Drive the car, give it a little steering. 1, 2, 3, you're a baker. I heard something flop. The moment of truth, here it goes, here it goes. Please, 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 please. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Is jelly flour dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? Look at it. It is so dreamy that I don't even care if it's delicious. I can't believe we're gonna do this, but we've gotta try it. Here we go. Oh, I've already messed it up. I'm so sorry. Whoa, look at that. It's all white on the bottom, just like a, look. Oh, look at the 3D. It looks so cool. It looks AI, but AI could never, because this isn't fake. This is actually edible. It's good. It just tastes like coconut, like Jello. Honestly, this is something that I want to try again because I have so many tips in that toolkit to try out. I only used 3 of them, and look what we were able to make, only using 3 tips. Crystal fruit dumplings? These don't even look real. These look like they're AI. Okay, we've got kiwis, we've got mango, we got strawberry. Let's talk about it. Oh my gosh, it's like, oh, they made, and then it's like oh. Okay, these are so weird that I honestly thought they were AI at first, so we have to try these. Let's make these. Let's give it a go. To prepare our gelatin in a large bowl, we've got some water, sugar, and lemon extract. I'm using sheets instead of powder because the sheets are much more clear. They don't have that kind of yellow tint to them. After the gelatin has bloomed, we're gonna place it over a double boiler on low heat, and you're just gonna keep mixing over low heat until everything is dissolved. Be very careful, it's hot. We're gonna pour it into a lightly greased baking sheet. It's gonna give us a really nice thin layer. And now we're gonna pop this in the fridge to chill for 1 hour. Our jelly has set, and look at how clear it is. You can't even see it. It looks like just a shiny pan. Now I'm gonna take a very large circle cookie cutter and cut out our dumpling wraps. Okay, I managed to get 3 of these on the plate. I will say they're very delicate. They break very easy. All right, now we're gonna fill them with a bunch of beautiful, colorful fruit. I've got dragon fruit, oranges, strawberries, kiwis, mangoes, blueberries, raspberries, so many things. In the video, she uses another clear filling. I couldn't find that one, so I'm using, basically it's like a coconut jelly. I like to mix these up just like she did. She took like some clear, so I'm gonna put a little bit of clear, and I don't wanna overfill them. Just like when you're making a regular dumpling, you don't wanna overfill them. Oh my gosh, get in there. All right, now we're gonna flip this ever so carefully. Oh, because last time it tore on me. Oh no, it tore again. I mean, maybe I need to put it on a greased plate. Oh, that would have been cool. Oh, okay, look, I know this is looking like a hot mess, but just give me a minute. All right, let's do some little orange. We'll cut up orange. I'm feeling lucky. I like oranges. And how cute is this? The little strawberries. We cut them out with this teeny tiny little star. That is too cute. And now I'm gonna very gently, oh, there we go. Yeah, now it's not sticking to the plate. I did it. That's it. All right, pro tip, don't use a textured plate. If you have a beautiful ceramic textured plate, don't use it. Okay, we're gonna do some kiwis now. I love kiwi. Let's do all kiwi and one blueberry. Boom. Another one done. This is adorable. You can make any little combos that you want. Ta-da! We did it. Crystal fruit dumplings. They look amazing. They look like AI, like they don't even look real. Let's pick one of these up. Give it a taste. Oh, okay. All right, well, you can't. I wanted to use chopsticks because that's how I eat dumplings. I eat them with chopsticks or my hands, so I'm like, okay, this is not working. Okay, I'm gonna try a spoon. Ooh, let's do the strawberry and kiwi, one of my favorite fruit combos. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me just have a little bite of just the jelly. It's so sweet, it's so light. This is great. So you just really taste the fruits. They're really pretty, but the functionality is not great. They don't stick together. They're really, okay, I'm gonna take one more bite. Are these dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? Look at this. This is a hot mess. This is one of my beauties. So even though they're fun and they do taste good, I think that this is something that should just live on TikTok. I love boba, and this is big boba. I've made a giant boba, but never big boba. Oh my gosh, I have this ice tray. This is so cool because I have been seeing big boba everywhere on TikTok, but she actually gives us a recipe, so let's try it. First step to making big boba. We're gonna need some grass jelly. I know what you're thinking. Wait, where's the tapioca? I know, I've made a lot of boba, and this recipe doesn't call for any tapioca. So in here I have 1 cup of water, and we're gonna add grass jelly to our water and a little bit of sugar. Mix these together till they're well combined. And in a medium-sized saucepan, I have 3 cups of water that we're gonna bring to a boil. Water is boiling now. While stirring constantly, we're gonna slowly pour in our mixture. Here we go. After you've added all of it in here, we're gonna bring it to a boil once again and then remove from the heat. This is hot, we've got to pour it. We're gonna fill this up to the fill line. Oh, supposed to, okay, you should probably go slow because this just splashed everywhere. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna put on the lid, and don't worry about overfilling because they have these little holes on the top, and look, when you press down, boop, all the extra comes out, and that's okay because after it sets, you can just peel off the extra jelly. Before you pop these in the refrigerator to set, we're gonna let them cool down at room temperature for 30 minutes. Once they've cooled down, then I'm gonna pop them in the refrigerator to chill for 1 hour. Boba has chilled, just took it out of the fridge, and now it is time to unmold them. And I'm not just gonna peel them apart. I'm gonna first do this because, you know, in her video, she pulls this off, the extra. Oh, look at that. This is the most satisfying thing, and it feels, whoa, okay, hold on. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself and take a little piece and taste it right now. I'm gonna wait. Oh my gosh, look at that. Come out of there. Oh my, they're so soft. Boop, boop. Okay, I'm gonna fill this cup up, and then we're gonna pour in some milk tea. That's cool. I'm so happy. Let's give our big boba a taste. First off, just love milk tea, and then let me just. Oh my gosh, they're great. They don't taste like traditional boba because they're not made with tapioca, but they taste like a little sweet, a little bit like tea, and they're really good. They're really light. They don't have too much flavor. And they're really soft. Is this recipe dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? Dreamy and delicious. Not only is it actually good, but it's not that hard to make and it looks so cool. I'm obsessed. Ooh, strawberry matcha tiramisu cups. I love tiramisu. I have never seen it kind of in like a little cup like this. Whoa, and it's crunchy on the side. Is it it's an edible cup? Dips the lady fingers in matcha. I'm really excited because I've never combined these flavors before and I want to know what's going to happen. I'm so curious. All right, so first we're gonna make our little matcha dip. So pour the hot water over the matcha, whisk together till well combined and set off to the side. We have egg yolks already in the bowl and we're gonna add our sugar and then take this over to the stove. We're gonna mix this together over a double boiler with my little hand mixer till they become fluffy and a pale yellow color. Now we're gonna mix in mascarpone and some freeze-dried powder strawberries. This is looking good. Now we're gonna fold in our whipped cream. Fold, under, over, turn, under, over, turn. Got our cream in this piping bag over here. So we're gonna pipe a little cream at the bottom of the cup. I'm gonna do this little mini too. I mean, why not? Look how cute he is. The layer's about this tall, this thick. Not very much, just a little bit. Now, take your lady fingers and dip them in the matcha mix. The pattern is cream, lady fingers, cream. Keep repeating, keep repeating. So now we're gonna take our cream, pipe it on top of the lady fingers. Woo, boop, and just keep repeating till you reach the top. We've got these all done. Now we're gonna scrape the top using an offset spatula. Now pop these in the freezer for about 4 to 6 hours until they are frozen solid. In here we've got melted white chocolate with coconut oil, matcha, and hazelnuts that we heated together over a double boiler, and we're going to be dipping our cups into this, like so. Look at that. And then place over here on the baking sheet. Then I'm gonna twist this little sucker out. There we go. Look at that. Boom, got it. Ready for a dip. Dip, 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 dip. Whoa, look at that. It's like when you get in a hot tub and everything rises. Transfer over here. Now I'm gonna do this to the rest of the cups. I'll pop these in the fridge to chill for another 2 hours. Now there's one last step, and this is decoration. So I'm excited for this. We've got these little flowers cut out, that's what he did. And I'm just gonna place a bunch of them on top. Then we have some matcha, a really light dusting on the top. Okay, now we're gonna very carefully lift these up. Now he puts a little bit of pudding in the middle of each flower, which is adorable. But I just colored a little whipped cream because this is already a very intense recipe and I think that's wild. Then you just decorate the rest of your cups. This looks so cute. They are ready to try. I mean, the cup actually held up. I like the texture on the side. I like the little flowers. It does look like a cup of matcha, so let's try it. Let's give it a taste. This is matcha strawberry tiramisu. Oh. Okay, first bite, lovely. And then, oh, okay. Right when you bite into it, it's delicious. I'm getting so many different flavors. There's the strawberry, the matcha, it's just all coming together. It tastes really good. I love the different textures. There's like the crunch, little nuttiness. It's just like, yes, maybe I was a little too judgy. And then the powder, just the straight matcha on the top that stuck to my lip. I take a bite and it's just extremely bitter. The aftertaste of the lady fingers in the matcha, just too much saturation of matcha. I think it's just way too much. Overpowers the palate there right at the end. Is this recipe dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? I would say this recipe is delicious, but it needs some tweaks, needs some changes. And it was really difficult to make it extremely messy. And my whole kitchen is covered in green, so I've got to go clean. For me, for my first attempt, this is kind of a hot mess. Oh yeah. Toast painting, I love it. I painted an entire Bob Ross painting with icing, and look at them, they're doing it on toast. Edible art, that's what I'm talking about. It's not butter, it's cream cheese. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that means you could do this on bagels too. I love painting with food. Let's make this. In front of me, I've got my canvas, AKA a slice of French toast. And then over here are the cream cheese that we've colored. Here's the goal, and I'm gonna give it a try. All she uses to decorate are spoons, knives, a chopstick, and I've got little toothpicks for the center of the yellow flower. All right, so she first spoons some of the sky color on the top. I might be using a knife though, because this is a little wild. Green for the grass, purples for little things of lilac, white for the flowers, and a little bit of yellow for the center of the flower. Last but not least, a little bit of clouds. Get a little bit more. I'm gonna Bob Ross it. Here we go, and a little here. The toast is looking so cute. It's like a whole little scene. Now for a little extra, like she does in the video, she took a cup and put little swipes of cream cheese in the cup. And then I'm guessing she used a blue tea. And if you've never seen blue tea, it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna fill this up, and it's natural, like a natural way to get color. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of milk, a little bit of cream to it to give it that look. Give it a little mix, and it's over ice. Da-da! There you have it. We made toast painting. It's a whole little Bob Ross scene. This is so cute. My thoughts, painting with cream cheese is a lot harder than painting with buttercream icing. I found it really difficult, and the tools that she used, I don't know how she did it with just like a spoon and knife and a chopstick. I was so tempted to like get my paintbrushes, to get other tools going on, because this is cute, but I think it could have looked a lot better had I used different tools. I am sending her all the love and the props for making hers look so good with just those limited tools. Her little drink as well is adorable. This is just so cute. As you can see, the aesthetic is real, but let's try it, because I don't know that I've ever had cream cheese on French toast before. Maybe this is an acquired taste, not usually how I have my French toast. Is this recipe beautiful? Yes, but is it dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? It tastes like a hot mess. I can't in good faith encourage people to make this because, okay, that's not bad. Okay? Little milk tea over here. It looks dreamy, but it doesn't taste delicious, and food is for eating. If I can't eat it, I'm out. This is a hot mess. This is adorable. Take all my money. Sheep matcha latte. This is so cute, I can't even. Okay, put the little globs. Oh, okay, and then, oh, their little feet. We put on their feet. I love barista art. I'm a huge sucker for any cafe that does it. So let's try it ourselves. I'm so excited. There was no recipe, so we're just gonna wing it. In front of me, I've got a little bit of matcha powder. This is the brand that I'm using. We're going to pour all of this into a little bowl of water. Incorporate those together, and then with a little whisk together till well combined. All right, that's looking good. Once it's nice and smooth, we're gonna take 1 tablespoon of this matcha mixture and combine it with a little bit of cream over here. And then we're gonna whisk that together. Now, with this little bit of leftover, we're gonna add honey. Oh wow, it gets darker. Now I'm gonna add this to our milk. Barista Rose here to serve your sheep matcha latte. Here we go. We're gonna pour this in. I'm gonna pour this on the top. This is our top layer. The grassy field is ready, and now we need sheep. I've got a little chocolate sauce here and heavy cream. That's what we're using to decorate. There's 5 sheep in the design, so I'm gonna take this little 1/4 teaspoon and use this to just put 5 little dollops right on the top. Then using a toothpick, just gonna fluff the sheep out. Fluff, 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 give them some fluff. Using a chopstick, or dip it in some chocolate sauce, and this is gonna be the sheep's head. Well, that didn't come off at all. That didn't work one bit. I don't know who gave them this tip. Bringing out the big guns, you guys. A piping bag. And look at this, you get more control. This is what baristas need to be doing. This is what's up. Okay, now we're gonna do little feet. Every sheep gets 2 little legs, 1 leg. Oh, those were big legs. Those are pretty long legs. That's okay, she's a model. But wait, there's more. We have 5 sheep, now we need flowers. Gonna use the chopstick, put in the cream, gonna do some little dots. All right, that's working, that's transferring. Just little teeny dots, nothing big. Using a toothpick, we're gonna make these little dots look like flowers. I'm just gonna pull in, and look at that. Kind of looks like a little flower. Ta-da! Sheep matcha latte. We have done it, and it was a journey. My sheep look a little like the sheep that would get lost from the herd. They're not perfect, but look, they found each other. They're the best of friends, and that's what matters. So without further ado, let's try this. It tastes good. If it's all the matcha craze going on in LA, people can't get enough matcha. I don't know what is going on, but everybody I know is drinking matcha. Was this recipe dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? I would say it tastes delicious, it looks dreamy, but it was a hot mess to make. It was a lot of steps, and the decorating was so difficult. I couldn't even get the chocolate to stick on here. I had to get a piping bag. This one's 50-50, but no denying it came out really cute. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a floral sponge cake, and I need to know how they made this because it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Look at her making these designer sponge cakes. I love this. It's kind of using a transfer technique. I used to do this when I made roll cakes, but I've never done it on just the top of the cake. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really excited. Okay, you guys, we have got to get baking. We've got to get to it. Let's try this recipe. She starts the recipe by finding a design and tracing it out with a piece of parchment paper. I have an 8-inch round piece of parchment paper because that is the cake size that I'm gonna be using, and an edible marker. I'm just gonna place this over the top and just kind of eyeball it, fill it in however. In front of me, I made the sponge cake batter recipe from her website, and it is a lot of batter, perhaps too much, but I put some small amounts of the batter into 9 different bowls because we need 9 different colors for our design. This is looking so good. Now I'm gonna color the rest of my bowls. This is gonna take a minute. These colors are looking so cute. Now I'm gonna scoop each one into a piping bag just to make decorating a little bit easier. And this is just gonna take a little bit because there's a lot to do. Basically, this is like a coloring book, but with batter. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys have patience if you're making this because you're gonna need it. Should I have picked an easier design? Yes. A million times yes. Yes, I should have done that. I just had no idea. I thought it was so pretty. After you got your design in there, pop this in the freezer for about 5 minutes so it will firm up, then we'll pour the batter on top. I'm just gonna fill it about halfway into these pans. They're both grease and lined with a piece of parchment paper at the bottom. There we go, and I'll save the batter for our design pan. Our design is out of the freezer. Now, pour the batter on top. Batter's in the pans. Now heat your oven to 375 degrees and bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes. After the cakes have baked, give them plenty of time to cool, stack and assemble, and I gently peeled off the parchment paper, and this is what we've got. I don't know what happened. It is pretty, but it's like these parts, the darker parts, I think they were supposed to peel just a little bit better and they didn't. So on the darker parts here, they're just more muted colors. Like you can see this bright, vibrant yellow, just going to this darker, like a dirty Dijon mustard color. I don't know, I love Dijon, but this color is like a dirty Dijon. I don't know what's going on there. Even though the design took a long time, let's see how the recipe tastes, because I love sponge cake. It's so yummy. I mean, hello. Look at those layers. Check that out. Oh wow. And with whipped cream in between the layers, you're like eating cloud cake with cloud icing. The cake is very mild tasting, and with the whipped cream, it could really go well with fruit. And she says that in the recipe that you can add, you know, like chopped up little fresh fruits, which I would highly recommend because there's no strong flavors. It would pair really well with like cut up strawberries, cut up mangoes, cut up anything. Is this recipe dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? Honestly, it's both. It tastes dreamy and delicious. The texture is amazing. It's a great sponge cake recipe. The peel off just didn't work for me, and that much time invested without a payoff, hot mess. What is this? Crunchy chocolate cake? Let's check it out. Wow, that is a crunchy top layer. How do they make that so crunchy? Why does it look gooey and crunchy at the same time? How are we making this texture? I don't know, I'm gonna try to find out. Let's do it, let's try to make this recipe. We are using their recipe from the video, so the first step to making this is we've gotta make our chocolate cake, and we're gonna start with our dry ingredients. So over here in this large bowl, we are gonna sift together our flour, cocoa powder, and a little bit of baking powder and baking soda. Now whisk together till well combined and set it it off to the side. Next, in a large bowl, we're gonna mix together our wet ingredients. We're gonna combine milk, eggs, vanilla extract, vegetable oil, and sugar. Then whisk together all the wet ingredients till well combined. Once you've whisked this together, pour all of the dry ingredients into the wet and whisk together once again. Batter's ready. Now pour it into our pan. This is already greased. Now heat your oven to 340 degrees and bake for about 40 to 45 minutes. Our cake has baked and now we're gonna make some ganache. Over on the stove, I heated up some cream, bring it to a scald right before boiling, and now we're gonna pour it over some chopped chocolate. Oh, I love making ganache. It is this easy, you guys. And while it's sitting, we're gonna take this skewer, we're gonna poke a ton of holes in our chocolate cake. And then we're gonna pour the ganache over the top and it's just gonna sink into those holes. Now we're gonna let this sit in the fridge while we make our crunchy topping. To make the crunchy topping, we're basically making a very thin, crispy cookie, feuilletine, I think it's French. So here we've got egg whites, powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla extract. We're gonna combine these three, whisk together. Now mix in the melted butter. Once that's combined, then we'll add our flour. Crunchy cookie batter's looking good. Now pour it into 2 baking sheets lined with a piece of parchment paper. Try to spread it as thin as possible. This is looking good. Heat your oven to 390 degrees and bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes. After it's baked, give it plenty of time to cool. It gets more crispy as it cools. Now just crush these up using your hands into a medium bowl. Pop some Nutella in the microwave for about 30 seconds so it get a little bit warmer. And now I'm gonna pour all of our little crunchy cookies. Using a spatula, keep mixing together till all the crunchies are coated in the Nutella. I actually had to add a little bit more Nutella to make it look like the video because it was just too dry. It was not even coating coming together. Place on the top in small globs. I got a little excited over there. It's the moment of truth. We have made the chocolate crunchy cake. We're gonna cut into it, see if we can hear it. The stories of the crunch have been greatly exaggerated. It crunches a little bit, but they definitely amped up the crunchiness in the video, or they did a way thicker layer than they disclosed, because that was not the noises I was hearing in my ears. I don't know about you guys. I feel like they did Foley work on it. Noise-wise, not satisfied. But what about taste-wise? Let's see. Oh wow, that's delicious. That's chocolate on chocolate on chocolate, and I love the fluffiness of the cake, and then you get a nice ganache and the smoothness, and then you get crunchies on top, so there's a lot of different textures. Here's the verdict. Even though it's not as crunchy as advertised, is it dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? It's dreamy. It's dreamy and delicious, and I love it. And any chocoholics, here you go and you're welcome. Bagel and cream cheese, which I love, but it is artistically plated. She's using a piping tip to like pipe the cream cheese to look like all these beautiful little flowers or stars. Thin strips of cucumber. This is the most gourmet looking bagel I have ever seen. Let's try to make it. First step to making this beautiful bagel is we're going to toast it. Have it on a low setting, and while that's toasting, I am going to try to cut some cucumber ribbons. Everything's ready, now we can plate it. So in this piping bag, I have some cream cheese with a star tip. This is a number 22, and I'm just gonna pipe little stars all over the top of the bagel, just like she did. So you just put pressure and release. Okay, so next we're gonna wiggle our little cucumber strips here. So what she did is just did this little wiggle. Now I'm gonna kind of do the same thing with the locks. I'm gonna do a little zigzag, you could do little flowers, just to give it a little cool design. Using tweezers, I'm placing little cherry tomatoes in between the locks. So 6 of them, I think, is what she does. So I'm putting them on each side of the locks in between the cucumbers. Next up, little teeny sprigs of dill. This is so cute. Okay, last thing to place are these little microgreens. I am just going to place them, boop, all over. She just goes for it. We're almost there, you guys. We're gonna do a little squeeze of fresh lemon all over the top. Love, and a little pepper. Gotta Just a little, just a little, just a little crack, just a little. Ta-da! And there you have it, artfully plated bagel and cream cheese. Okay, after all that work, let's try it and take a bite. It's hard to mess up bagel and lox, especially when you have really simple, fresh ingredients. This was delicious. And I feel like it tastes even better when it looks prettier. And even how it's assembled, like the cucumber in the little zigzags, it kind of makes the little sections a little bit more crunchier and just like funner texture. So this is the funnest and most beautiful bagel with lox I've ever had. Was this dish dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? This was dreamy and delicious. There's a New York hot cocoa shop called Gloss. They are doing these trendy drinks going viral and they look amazing. This is the cutest drink I've ever seen. Let's see if we can make it. It will go perfect. It's a little chilly outside. Little hot cocoa. In this big mixer over here, I've got some egg whites, and I've already got them in here because we're gonna turn this on as soon as this comes to temperature. In this sauce pot, I have some water, sugar, and corn syrup. We're gonna take it over to the stove, and we're gonna bring it to 239 degrees. As soon as it's that temperature, we're gonna turn this on, and we're gonna slowly pour it in. Just took it off the heat, and now we're gonna slowly pour it into the mixer while it's running. The egg whites are nice and frothy, they're fluffy, and here we go, nice and slow. After you pour that in, we're gonna add a little vanilla extract and lemon juice. Oh, look at that after a few minutes, you guys. Marshmallow fluff, get in my face. Okay, I'm gonna scoop all of this into a piping bag. The challenge is not to eat this right now. Now it's time to decorate our cup. I'm gonna be using the same technique that I saw them use. So you just kind of try to keep it from falling in and go oh no, come on. Uh-oh, okay, this is gonna take a little oh gosh. Back and forth, around the rim. Don't fall out or in. That looks terrible. Okay, this looks like my first day at job training there at Gloss. I've never decorated a cup like this before and it shows. Let me try this again. I'm gonna come at this with a little bit of a different angle. The first zigzag is the hardest because it just kind of wants to fall into the cup. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Okay, okay, better. This is not bad for a second try. Got our little kitchen torch. We're just gonna brown it all the way around. Give it a nice little torch. We want toasted marshmallows. Look at this. Is this not the cutest cup you've ever seen? Okay, I'm gonna make a whole bunch more of these. I've got my little cups ready, and now I've got some milk and cream heating up on the stove. When that reaches 135 degrees, I'm gonna add my chopped chocolate and a little bit of sugar and just stir together till it's nice and smooth. Then I'll add a little bit of vanilla extract, espresso powder, just a pinch, and a pinch of salt. Just took the hot cocoa off the stove, and like in the video, this is gonna be a little tricky, guys. This is challenge number 2. You gotta pour right in the middle, not hit the marshmallow fluff. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh. We did it, we did it, we did it. Yes, yes. Okay, then really quickly, I've got this big scoop, like an ice cream scoop, and this is just whipped cream. Plop it on top. It's working. It's working. Now we're gonna drizzle it with a little bit of chocolate sauce. And this is, oh, my artistry, this is where I'll make it up, okay? That's where they'll be like, we forgive you. This is the most time I have ever spent making a hot chocolate. I have a feeling it's gonna be decadent, but let's see how it tastes. Oh my gosh, it is delicious. I can see why people buy these. I love the espresso in there. It really boosts the chocolate flavor. I mean, it's so chocolatey. Oh, here we go. Let's take a little marshmallow fluff and then take a sip. This is better than a s'more. A s'more who? I don't want s'more, I want this. This is probably 2,000 calories and I don't care. It is rich, it is delicious, it is truly a treat to yourself. It is a ton of work to make this hot cocoa, but is it dreamy and delicious or a hot mess? This is dreamy and delicious, and after I drink this, I'm gonna fall asleep immediately after a sugar high and have beautiful dreams. You can't tell me that you've seen a cuter hot cocoa than this. I think the most dreamy and delicious recipe today was the jelly flour and the big boba. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It was super fun. And if you'd like to watch any other videos, you can click here or here. And you guys, if you like the video, it does a cute little like cooking animation. So check it out. It's pretty adorable.